That's the player introductions completed. So in just a few moments, we'll be back and ready for action.
I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up. All the way up, all the way up. I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up.
Look at that. That is spectacular. That's amazing.
I need the energy all the way up.
No, he didn't. Gentlemen, that's gorgeous.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty, Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Wondering how the West is shaping up? Well, the midseason grind is in full force. Let's check out the standings. You take a look at the Rockets. They're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat. And, of course, the Jazz, half a game behind.
I think for Houston, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Before we get started, we've got just enough time to head over to the sideline. Allie?
BA, we've seen smaller market teams unhappy with how the buyout system has played out as of late. Agents using their leverage to get their clients to a more glamorous situation. Is it truly shifting the balance of power? That's subject to debate, guys, but these concerns aren't going away anytime soon.
Well, we'll see what comes of it, Allie. Thank you. And Clark, both of these teams come into this one on a hot streak.
You're right, B.A. Neither team wants to let their streak come to an end. This is going to have a playoff atmosphere to it. You can count on that.
So here are the Jazz starting five. And for the Rockets, Amadou Diallo out there with Kenyon Martin. Then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Morant in at the point. So the Rockets win the tip. On the wing, Porter. Pass to Morant. Rebounded by the Jazz. Covered by Diallo. Here's Roby. That shot missing. Morant with a defensive effort. Here's Martin. Diallo on the wing. Outside Morant. Unloads. Offensive board. And he dunks it down.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Drops in the layup for two.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
From deep, Morant hits a three-pointer.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Takes it inside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. First one falls for him.
Shooting for Utah.
And so he makes both from the line.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
From deep. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And right away, he's going to work on the boards, just fighting for every rebound.
Yeah, we call those winning plays, particularly when you're doing it with the kind of effort he does. I mean, those kinds of hustle plays, it'll be interesting to see what he's got left in his tank because he usually makes a bunch of those.
So it's the Rockets now, following the bucket by the Jazz. A quick shot there. It's off target.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
The value of Harris offensively. He just does a little of everything for you.
Yeah, Brian, he's a willing playmaker. Hits shots off the bounce, off screens. He makes shots, and he takes good care of the ball, too.
Yes, it's good. Morant's got 5 now.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Pass to Roby. A minute and a half left to play in the first. Can't hit it from 12 feet. From 11 feet away. And again, it's Houston.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Fans, the lot is expecting its free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest. All right, let's keep coming out the court. Get loud for your...
A big group substitution here for Utah. Let's take a look at the numbers for him.
And I think the grind of the season has caught up to him a little. You can see it in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a dive. He appears to be wearing down. Maybe he can get his legs back under him today.
And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
1:14 left in the first. Brooks outside. Back to Butler. Clock at 6. The Jazz again can't hit. Houston in the lead. Outside Morant. For 3. They get it again. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Give him 8 points now.
You can tell he's feeling it. Hasn't missed a single shot all quarter.
Here's Butler. It's rebounded by Burton. Houston has gone only 1 of 4 from three-point land. Here's Morant. And that one good. Morant's got 7 points.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. To end the run, always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Out left to the wing. Concludes the first quarter of play. Rockets ahead, up by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Get loud.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Utah trailing here. Taking a look at the Jazz. Gary Harris out there with Butler. And it's White in it to 4. Great positioning on the putback. White's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
And we know it's never easy to play on the road, Grant. Just how tough are lengthy road trips.
Well, I'll tell you, after game 3 or 4 or 5 on the road, you definitely feel it. I mean, towards the end of a road trip, it's a struggle to play near 100%.
Now here's Brooks. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
Here's Burton. They lead by 1, and it's in there.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pretty clear it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Diallo. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. Clark with it. Now guarded by White. And the basket by Clark.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
A different look for Utah. Roby, he's checked in for Brooks. And it's Bates Diop in for White. Tries a 10-footer. Doesn't go for him. And Houston the other way now. Last time they met was in Salt Lake City, where they beat the Jazz.
They beat this team last time largely because of the massive free throw disparity.
Yeah, did a really good job of drawing foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they perform. And it paid off.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And of course, Canadian-born Brandon Clark grew up in Phoenix. He played at San Jose State, then transferred to Gonzaga. A few stops on his way to the association.
Martin, he's checked in for the Rockets. Morant comes in for Diallo. Outside Morant. Fader on the way. And that's his 4th bucket. In 9 attempts. And dual citizenship for Brandon Clark. Canadian and the U.S. That Canadian national team is looking to be a force.
And don't forget, his father is Jamaican, so who knows? Bottom line, he's got some options when it comes to international play. This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
From beyond the arc and then some. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Pass to Azubuike. Here's Roby. Hounded by Morant. Goes to the reverse. Layup and drops it in. He's got 10.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Shot's good by Morant.
The defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
It's time for T-shirt. All right, who's coming on the court? Get loud for your Club City Texans.
Three-point contest is one of the highlights of All-Star Weekend. Here are some of the contenders who have a shot to compete in the event.
And perhaps that list changes a little between now and All-Star Weekend, but I would have no problems if those guys end up competing.
He's gathered enough votes to currently sit at the number 4 spot on the list. He must be excited about the prospect of competing in this event at All-Star Weekend.
And it's obvious the fans want him there as well. He's a dangerous man from beyond the arc who could have a real shot at winning that event.
And we'll keep you posted as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. But that's our current list for the three-point contest.
It's going to be a fantastic competition. We've got an endless supply of shooters in this league, and that contest will be heated.
White, he's checked in for Utah. Houston has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Outside Morant. Puts it up from 17. No good off the glass.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And Morant over to help. Outside White. Here's Azubuike. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Brooks, he's checked in for Bates Diop.
Coming onto the floor for the Jazz.
For Houston, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Goes up from the top of the key. Shot's good by Morant. Morant's got 10 points in the quarter.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Azubuike. Six to shoot. Charity stripe shot. No good that time. And that concludes the first half. The Rockets on top, up 7. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Welcome, everybody. We'll get things going with a look at who might be participating in the upcoming three-point contest.
And it's still early, but the snipers out there are already eyeing the three-point contest, Ernie. They each want their chance to put up a perfect rack. I should know about this. I'm the best shooter on the set. I shot 1 for 22. If my calculations are correct, that's 122%.
Don't know about that, but the way the game has evolved, almost everyone has a three-point shot. So to make the contest, you have to be absolutely lights out.
Now let's talk about this matchup. So far, a good start for the Rockets.
Their offense was running very efficiently. Guys were working hard to get the open looks. They shot the ball with confidence. You got to think coaches are elated with their execution this far. It's been flawless.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Utah trailing here. Kenyon Martin is out there with Hamidou Diallo. Then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Morant in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Pass to Roby, and it's blocked by Martin. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Utah ball.
Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from 14. And the jumper falls for him. He's got 14. And Grant, you were a big wing with skill. That type of player very much in demand in today's game.
Well, I mean, today's NBA is all about versatility. Can you get it done offensively and defensively? Players with size and perimeter skills are very much invaluable to their team.
Harris goes in and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
And the Rockets making a change here. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Covered by Diallo. The 11-footer. And that one's long. The Rockets have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. To the middle. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
90 seconds into the second half now. Harris outside. Porter pulls it in.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
And that one's good. And now an 11-point Rocket lead.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Mark is checked in for the Rockets. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for him.
On the board, he's had a much bigger impact these last few years than he did before that. He can be relied on now to make a difference with his rebounding, and that's a product of how hard he's worked down low.
2 minutes.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Utah.
And here's the upcoming schedule for the Houston Rockets. On Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in San Antonio, going up against the Spurs. And then Friday, they'll go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
Looking at this stretch, they should have little issues beating most of their opponents. They just need to keep the intensity up and avoid playing down to their competition.
Now here's White. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Count that one.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
And in terms of assist numbers, these are the players that have stood out over the past month.
Shooting for Utah.
And he drops it first. The Jazz making a switch here. Azubuike's checked in. Both good from the line that time. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And here's Morant outside. Buries it from 3. Morant's got 22 points.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Brooks outside. 54 seconds left in the third quarter here. The shot no good. And it's Houston's ball. Big run right now for him, 11-2. And here's Morant outside. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Utah shooting just 38% for this game so far. Butler with the ball. Now Porter defending. Butler passes to White. And there's the drive. And another miss by Utah. The Rockets have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Good. He's got 6.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
He was gripping the rock on the way to the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one.
Better safe than sorry, right?
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And so it's Houston. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Defense is setting the tone. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Houston has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. So the Jazz 5 right now. We've got Isaiah Roby, and it's Azubuike in at the 5, roaming the paint. To the inside, and stolen by Clark. Fast break, here come the Rockets. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Here's Bates Diop. No luck on that one, and Houston will come the other way. From 18 feet away, pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Here's Butler. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Clark. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Morant, and he drives in, and there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul of the game. Harris is checked in for Utah.
Jazz substitution, Gary Harris.
The Jazz shooting only 39% so far in the game. Pass to Bates Diop. And trying to stoke the competitive balance, Clark. Seems like the new lottery system has been working.
I agree with you. Flattening the odds a bit, making it a drawing for the top 4 instead of the top 3. A small tweak that has had a pretty good impact, in my opinion.
Jazz foul.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Don't forget about their points in the paint either. Those have been huge.
The Jazz have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Martin takes it in. That shot off the mark. The Rockets go the other way with it. Here he goes. And that one is hammered home.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And it's Houston's ball. Good momentum. 8 straight points. Outside Morant. Right side Porter. That one drops for him. He's got 24.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Pass to Clarkson. Here's Bates Diop. Harris outside. 4 on the clock. With a 9-footer, he got a piece of it.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Rockets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they increased their win total to 29.
And they're up 2-0 in this season series, a chance to go 3 for 3 against Utah.
You know, you got to give Harris credit there, guys. He took on a hard challenge and kept his focus and got the work done.
And he comes up with a bucket.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Here's Roby. Pass to Bates Diop. Back to Roby. And it's good for 2.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. The steal. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Harris on the wing. Counted from distance.
You know, like a lot of shooters, Harris prefers to release off a pass, catch and shoot, not the dribble.
And the layup is good off the glass.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. You saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
37.
Well, now we have some time to check. All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. So long and good night, everyone.